Welcome everyone to Sysco Canada's virtual kitchen. What a great
Hold on,
show
that
we
music.
got today.
The music was kicking. It's really dry in Winnipeg. I'm just doing the sprinkler for you guys.
I know. I totally started dancing, and then I realized everybody could see me, so I had to hold myself back for a moment.
I love that. Well, welcome everyone, and you know what? Today's going to be an amazing show. I am going to turn it over to our co-hosts here to introduce themselves. But first of all, thank you for co-hosting today. I'm going to be a little bit behind the scenes helping out with some stuff, but enjoy the show today. And Kev, why don't you open it up and then introduce our amazing co-host? And over to you.
Well, glad to be back. Always an honor to be part of this. And for those of you that have ever been part of a show and had to host, there's nothing better than a co-host. There's nothing better than doing things as a team. And really excited to have Ashley join us today of Little Beverage. Am I saying that right? Little
Chia Beverage Company.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
No
I butchered
worries.
it anyways. I should have let you do it. So glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, a little bit about you're from the industry many years, and so folks, don't let how young we look fool you. We've been in the trenches, okay?
Absolutely. My name is Alicia Chiapetta. Little Chia Beverage Company is my brand new company. I specialize in all things beverage. I'm a beverage consultant. I love to do data analysis, and I love to train bartenders across Canada, whether it be virtually or in person. I'm extremely, extremely passionate about a beautifully well-crafted, balanced beverage, whatever it may be. Little Chia because my last name's Chiapetta. When I started in this industry a million gazillion years ago, when they used to cut the board as I was serving, they just wrote Chia. So many, many years later, now in my mid-30s, that name has stuck like glue. So my friends call me Chia. Please feel free to call me Chia. I'm so excited to be here. And thank you, Kevin, for sharing your space. And thank you, Jay and Sysco, for inviting me. I love me some barbecue.
Awesome. Well, we've got a bunch of vendors lined up. We will, Alicia and I will be, I probably shouldn't use the word omnipotent, but we will be present always in the background. However, the cameras will not be on us. We will be shining on our vendor stars today. And so let's bring in our first four vendors. And we're going to turn our cameras off now. Welcome, vendors. I think we're going to start with Maple Leaf. So, and then we know our rotation, so I'll guide us through. Introduce yourself. Chef Kepi. Oh, he's muted.
There we are. Corporate chef for Maple Leaf Foods. And we've got two different builds to do for you today. Are we going to do everybody's introductions, or are we going straight into it today?
No, just we'll do introductions.
Okay.
All right. On to group two for Lanny. We've got Chad and Heather joining us today.
Hi.
Oh, we'll just wait for them to come off mute. All right, now you're off mute.
Oh. Hi, I'm Chad.
And I'm Heather. Hello.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Nice to see you. We're representing for Lanny's, and we're very, very proud to be a long-term partner of Sysco. So thank you for inviting us to the show. We're really excited. Lanny Foods is headquartered in Canada. I'm going to give you a couple of fun facts about our company. We're proudly headquartered in Canada, but we have three plants across North America where we supply Texas garlic toast, garlic bread, breadsticks, garlic knots, scones, and biscuits. And we are proud to be the national branded leader in Canada. And our success lies with our bakers, our master bakers. They have the skill and passion that creates joys for consumers with every product that they create. So we're very, very proud of our products. And Chad is...
We're going to show you a few unique ways to add some exciting options to your barbecues.
Awesome. Thank you.
So
we'll be
looking
back.
forward to it.
Yeah. Off to Whites.
Hi, I'm David Bulletin, and that is Brian Kearney.
Sous-chef.
And we are pickle dudes. White's has been in the pickle business since 1970, and what we do is support all the meat companies that are here and protein companies that are here.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, and we look forward to your presentation. Jeanette, you're back.
I'm back. I feel a little bit lost with a steering wheel in my way, if I'm honest, but that's all good. And for anybody who doesn't know that reference, you're just going to have to watch one of your last shows. I'm here from Weston today. We're gonna do a stuffed barbecue loaf today, and we're going to do a panzanella salad. So we're gonna have some fun with some neat ideas, and as usual, work our way through it.
Amazing. That
Glad
sounds
to have you back.
delicious.
Okay, Chef Kepi, get us started.
Let's rock.
All right then. So for staying with barbecue and staying with patio, both the builds that we're doing today. The one thing, if you've actually done the work on the patio, you end up getting left out there alone. So you got to make sure you've got everything you need to start off, and that you're able to work out there by yourself. Because once the grill starts going, it's hard to walk back into the kitchen and come back out again. So what we're going to show you today, I've got 4 dinner sausages that we're going to show that'll go onto the grill. What we have actually, if we're just going to come in a little bit closer on this, I've got our 7-inch dinner sausages. They come in sleeves of 10 each, 5 sleeves to a case, frozen. On each package, it's going to have the flavor that we're dealing with at the same time. But we're going to be able to take these out of the package. You can buy in 2 or 3 different kinds at the same time and actually sort them out to do different types of share platters. So obviously, all these are going to work on a bun. We don't need to go back into working on the bun again. But we want to show you the products that you can put out there. So what we have, I've got 4 different sausages that we're going to take a look at today. We've got a bratwurst, an andouille, an Italian, and a Mediterranean. And what I've done with each one of these sausages is, because if we go to put this onto the grill the way it is, you're going to lose track of what's what. But you can actually put your score marks into these in advance. And you're going to be able to have the score marks on there so you can tell the difference between them. Just like when you're doing a box of chocolates, so to speak. So what you can end up with is actually have a page made up with a legend telling you which flavor you're dealing with and what type of a score mark that you're going to put onto that sausage. So we'll just take a look at the grill that we have right here. You can actually see I've got 4 different sausages on there. They all look very, very different because of the score marks, but it's going to make it a lot easier to tell them apart when we go to finish up the platter. All these products are fully cooked, ready to go. And what we're going to do is a quick share platter. And I'm going to bring this back to the main page here. If we can go over there. Now, what I've got is basically the beginnings of a charcuterie board here. So I've got some sauerkraut, some pickles, some pesto, some mustard, some bocconcini cheese, and some smoked cheddar. And if we take even one of each of these 4 sausages, so if we've got a bratwurst, the andouille, the Italian, and the Mediterranean, you can have all 4 of them on here. And if we're going to go with this, I can actually put this back. Well, it's hard to see from there. But the bratwurst, again, it's a German sausage, a lot of nutmeg, pepper, ginger in it. Good for, good on sauerkraut with slaw in a potato salad. Your bratwurst here has got the crisscross marks on it. So you can just take this sausage and actually slice it up into a few different cuts, and onto the board it would go. Ready to go. Then you've got your andouille. Again, you get some nice. Again, with this one, you're dealing with some Cajun smoke. Highly spiced, good for jambalayas and shrimp dishes, steak toppers. If you take that sausage, same thing, line it up on here, ready to go. Then you can look at your what do we got next here? Look at the Mediterranean. I put some hash marks on here so that each one of the marks is different, easier for everybody to tell apart. The Mediterranean is great into pasta dishes. It's got some pesto. It's got some tomato pesto inside of that as well, so it's going to stand out really well. And the 4th one we've got is the Italian. Obviously, everybody's favorite sausage. The biggest seller that you've got out there is a hot Italian. You grill that one up, get it onto the platter, and what you end up with here is a perfect share platter that you can add a few more ingredients in, put some pretzels on the side, get some sweet peppers in there as well, a little bit of bread on the side, and you've got a share platter there that you can talk about. You can dip it into the different mustards. You can have everything ready to go. But you can, so this is an easy way for an operator to have 4 different dinner sausages on their menu in a share platter like this. At the same time, each one of these products is going to be able to work great into a mixed grill. So if you're selling a chicken and a steak, you can put half a sausage onto a plate and make a phenomenal mixed grill. But a very easy thing to put out, bring out for a table. Everybody's got their own little spikes on the side to be able to try the different flavors. A lot to talk about there, a lot of really strong flavors. So we just wanted to show you a different way to use your dinner sausages. On a bun, first and foremost, of course, but there's a great way to be able to make up a charcuterie platter with it as well.
Yeah, Chef, that looks absolutely incredible. I would be Instagramming that in 2 seconds.
Entirely the plan. That's exactly what we want to see.
And the score marks. I never even thought of that. That's just like,
yeah. If you take that out, and again, you could have a legend set up and all your different scores on the side. It's the same premise as when you're cooking steaks on a grill. You know, I go rare to the right, well done to the left. So if I walk away, somebody else can tell exactly what's happening. This way you can have everything out there ready to go and score it the way you want.
Love it.
I'm a little sad I don't have a Schneider Couterie platter over here,
I know.
to be honest with you.
I know. Chef,
I can give you the address if you can get here in time. There might still be a little bit left.
Don't even say that. I'm literally down the road from you, so I will be doing that, okay?
I have done drive-bys with people, so it's entirely possible.
He's talking about food drive-bys, people. Okay, on to Furlani, Heather and Chad. What do you got?
Thank you, Chef.
Hello.
Okay, so to start off with some of our what we're showcasing today, we're basically showing 4 of our main items. So the first item we're going to be showing you guys is our sliced garlic toast. So this item here comes buttered on both sides. They have a technology in their facility there that 100% makes sure the butter is from end to end on all sides, so there's no little plain spots on your bread. Very consistent product. These are IQF, so the slices can be taken apart quite easily. And it's in a very user-friendly size case. There's 8 slices in a bag, and there's 8 bags in the entire case. So it's a very user-friendly size case.
And if I can add to that, there's no bread ends in our bag. So what you'll notice is every single bag, 8 by 8 in a case, there's no bread ends. So there's no waste when you go to use our product.
Yeah, so very user-friendly. You simply take them out of the bag. What we're doing today, I had some on the barbecue, and I did a couple preparations of some different garlic breads. So I'll put them together now.
So really quick here, can I give you guys my dad's address later? He's actually a big fan of the bread ends, so hoping we can get maybe get a case of those shipped over there. Okay.
We'll have to sell them to you, right? Okay, so what I did here, right, audible. Sorry, we're having a studio malfunction here.
It happens all the time.
Backyard, right? Things happen. So what we've done here with this garlic toaster, I lightly barbecued it. So if you have the barbecue on and you're cooking steaks or what have you, these can easily go off to the side, indirect heat, nice and low. So I have a 3-cheese blend and some garlic and green onions and hot peppers on this side here. This side here, I did a little more gourmet with some feta cheese, some goat's cheese, some roasted peppers, and some fine chiffonade of spinach. So just a couple nice little options there for garlic breads. If you can see them, can you see them?
Absolutely. That looks delicious.
Okay, so that's just one application for that, and I will be showing another application of that item later. Okay, so that is the garlic toast. The next one I'm going to show you guys is our garlic cheese bread.
And I'm standing back here holding this is live, right?
So this item here, the garlic toast, it comes buttered on the outside. The cheese is baked on it a little, so very user-friendly. They are unsliced, so they can be served as a whole breadstick, or what I'll show later is they can be sliced and used as a vessel for a hot dog or a sausage. But so they are 12 by 9 in the case, or 12 by 6, sorry. So there's 6 in a bag, and there's 12 in the case. So again, a very user-friendly size case for the end user. Okay. Now, what I like about this item here is that if you're going to be serving a higher end hot dog or a sausage bun, where you're going to be adding some of your own toppings, like this one, this item here, I have a bacon wrapped sausage on here. I have some bacon jam. I have some bacon jam. I have a bacon wrapped hot Italian sausage on one of these cheese buns. So if you're to add a couple high end garnishes to a sausage item, sorry, it's a little loosey-goosey there. But if you are going to serve some gourmet high-end items on a sausage, it's nice to add that to a gourmet bun. If you can see that really, I'm not sure. rather than serving on just a plain old hot dog bun. And if you are going for that upcharge, it helps with that as well. So you can get another, quarter, 50 cents, 75 cents, whatever you can, make up in your business. So there's that in there. Can you see that kind of well? I'm not sure if you can.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Maybe when we come back to you, you could have somebody closer to the camera or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Thanks, team.
Awesome.
On to the self-proclaimed pickle guys, I think is what you called yourselves. Am I allowed to? Is that unofficial or?
David and Brian here. So what we do are primarily accompaniments to barbecue. So what we showing you here are a lot of items that feature our pickles, our relish. So, for example,
let me just fix the computer. Kevin, can you let me know if you guys are seeing okay?
Right now, we're seeing you good. Yep.
Perfect.
All right. So there's a hamburger with our super cut pickles with some Dijon mustard, plain and grainy, along with our shoestring dills and our banderillas. You want to continue?
So basically, we try to expose like different cuts of our pickles. We have special cut. We have just a traditional hamburger slice. We have the spears. We have this beautiful shoestring, which fits well in a hot dog, hamburger. When you see your kids are battling with that long slice, that shoestring, it's basically the same texture as your traditional pickle, but basically shredded.
Right. We also have, we have accompanied most of our dishes with our dill fresh packed pickle spears, which are crunchy and delicious. Also our hot banana pepperings and our jalapenos, along with our onion crisp with that.
Please note that the hot banana rings, they're 100% Canadian grown and packed here in Canada, Ontario and Quebec. So we try to maximize our local crop.
Amazing. I love using all kinds of pickled vegetables as garnishes as well. So not just thinking about the back of house application, but the front of house application as well, and utilizing your SKUs in as many applications as you can. So love me some pickled juice.
No.
It's on its way.
Thanks, team.
Thanks, guys.
Great start. A little envious of your backdrop there. On to Jeanette.
Hey, I think I need some pickles. I feel like that's maybe my missing ingredient here, but I wish for it and it's all good. See if it shows up on my doorstep. So I have got here our Ace Craft French loaf. And we are going to create a stuffed loaf. Amazing barbecue idea. You can throw those barbecue ingredients in it, whether you're in the kitchen, in the restaurant, or if you're on your backyard barbecue. This is an amazing one to throw on the barbecue and just heat it through. So Ace Craft French loaf here. I've actually done a couple of cuts here in it. So really what you're going to do with this now is just kind of do that cross hatch cut. Just to give you a couple cuts here. I've pre-done one. So if you kind of crisscross those cuts, don't cut all the way through. You want that bottom to just hold together. And you start to get that look, right, where it'll open up a little bit for you. So I've pre-done one. Let me just toss this guy away here. I've pre-done one because it's, right, so you can see all those little spaces in there. That's where all the goodies are going to go. So let me grab this one, grab a piece of foil so it can ideally just be tossed right on that barbecue. And this is where you want to get in there and you want to brush a little bit of garlic butter in there, because who doesn't like a little garlic butter?
Or a lot of garlic butter, right?
Well, it depends, right? So it's easy. What easiest thing to do is just kind of lift it up a little bit, as you guys see that I'm doing. Add in that garlic butter for that little extra flavor. You could, of course, season this however you want. Sky's the limits to the kind of creation you can do with this one. So now I'm going to go in and add that favorite pulled pork. So this, I'm just going to toss this in here, these lovely little crevices. Spread it out. Messy is good. Messy is not a bad thing because it's all going to sink down in there as it starts to melt. So I'm just going to get this all in there. Don't be shy about it. Okay, just kind of fill that in. I'm going to add a little cheese. I've done a little bit of a mixed cheddar in this case. Again, right, whatever that creation is. I'm just going to add this in here. You guys are really quiet in the background. Is that a good sign or a bad sign?
I'm drooling, that's why.
You're blowing my mind right now. I seriously don't know how you keep doing this, where you take something that just, when you're doing it, I'm thinking of just impressing my kids with a science thing and flexing a piece of bread. And now all of a sudden you've made it into this masterpiece that I'm embarrassed I've never served to my guests.
Yeah, and have fun.
This is what you need to do on the weekend, right? Because it's done. This is it. This is your weekend surprise. Wow, the kids. So I've added a little mescala in this case, which is a mixture of fruits and vegetables. In this case, it's a black bean and corn one. Wonderful seasonings in there. We would just wrap this guy up so that everything just kind of melds together, Throw that on the barbecue. But I have cheated in the amazing powers or special powers of the SVK show. I'm just going to get this guy out here so you can see that I've already got one ready to go. And I'll try to get you a little closer to the screen there. So ready to go, baked off, beautiful pull apart, wonderful shareable. We're all going to get to that point where we're sharing stuff again, right? Garnish it with a little bit of green onion. You can, again, right, get this personalized, whatever you want, whatever that favorite barbecue flavor is, go for it.
That's one thing I'm missing so much about this is sharing food with the people that I love. And this is so fun. I love that, Jeanette.
You'd say this could be, this could be at home, like I said, with the family, and it can also be a great shareable option in the restaurant. Easy to execute, for sure.
Amazing. Can't wait to serve that to my guests as well.
Pictures though, Kevin. You want pictures?
I do. All right, Kepi, you're back.
All right. Again, the guy who's out there on that barbecue is left to himself. The kitchen staff's in the back prepping. Whoever's out on that barbecue has really got to be able to execute everything on their own. They need all the pieces there, the refrigerated pieces, all the mise en place ready to go. But we can make this simpler. So I want to talk to you about a burger. And first and foremost, if you've got a raw burger that you're working with and you're happy with, I am all for that. That's the great thing to be able to do. But if you are pre-cooking burgers and then holding them, then the quality on that is going to go down a little bit. At Maple Leaf, we have a fully cooked Angus burger that if you're going to hold a burger, this is a phenomenal burger. It is a 4.7 ounce fully cooked burger that's coming to you IQF frozen. So you can actually just take these out as you need to and work with it. So you end up with just a straight burger. But actually, Kyle, we're going to go together. What I've got here is I've put 4 of them onto the grill. So they're ready to be flipped over and finished off. But again, if you're at the golf course, or if you're doing a larger function, or you're just plain damn busy, it's hard to get this onto the bun and served out all the time quickly when you're putting on more. So what I'm suggesting is to actually do a smothered burger. So what I did, I actually just took some, I cheat, and I actually use some Mancini onions. They're pre-caramelized, ready to go. So I fill up a 2-inch half pan with caramelized onions and some beef broth, and then the burgers I finish cook the burgers, and then right into this onion mixture they go. So you've got this mixture ready to serve. So as you're finished with your burgers, they can go into that mixture. All we're doing is infusing that burger with more onions, more flavor. You can put some herbs in there, whatever you want to make that unique to yourself. But now you've got burgers ready to go. You can prep up a little bit ahead and serve out 20 people without watching you cook from raw out on a barbecue. So all we're going to do here is make up a single burger for a smothered onion burger. So we've got our fries there that we got from the kitchen in the back. You've got your ketchup and mustard on the side. I put a little bit of mozzarella on one of these burgers, and on there it goes. And then you take those onions that all these burgers have been sitting here and simmering in, and pile some of them on top. It can get a little bit messy if you want to, but on it goes. You're ready to go there. Then you're going to get a couple pieces of what we hope to be White's pickles going on there. And then off you go. You've got a smothered onion burger ready to serve. And the rest of them are sitting in that pan, simmering, ready to go, so you can actually serve out 20, 30 people at a time. And that's a pure Angus burger, 4.7 ounces cooked. So that started off as a 6-ounce raw burger. And that's just another possibility for you to be able to serve out, to be able to serve a lot of people off your patio. And that's what we're trying to do here is make a lot of sales. So that's just an easy way to make that happen.
Chef, incredible. And I love that you touched on that for the, we're seeing it in other countries. We're starting to have it happen here. It is going to be big. It's going to be a lot of people, and it's going to be in a short period of time. We've seen some stats on how much all of us need to eat out this summer and drink out this summer to help save these folks. And so on the flip side, we need the kitchens to be ready to serve volume and fast so that we can get everybody an opportunity.
And quality and consistency.
Yes,
that burger's going to
yes.
be the same every single time. You're not going to have, there's no reason to have an overcooked, overcharred burger. And then depending on whatever mixture you want to simmer that in, that can be simmered in peppers and onions and garlic. Every operation is going to be able to make a custom build for theirs. And then whatever it's simmering in goes on top of the burger. So we're just trying to sell as much as we can consistently and quickly. There's nobody wants us. We don't have time right now to not turn those tables over. When the orders come in, they got to go back out because we want fresh people in those seats. So let's try and sell some food.
Absolutely. Awesome. That looks so good, Chef.
Good.
Team for Lanny, you're up.
So the next item we're going to speak on is our Parisian garlic toast over here. So this item here is 128 in the case. If you can see this case here, I think you can.
Yep.
It's a frozen product. They're not IQF, but they're not necessarily blocked, so they can be taken apart quite easily. A user-friendly case size for the customer. Has our Ferlani patent with the garlic process, so the garlic butter goes from one end to the other. There's no bare spots. There's no ends in here either. Although this bread does need to be cooked, warmed lightly on a flat top or an oven, it does come with the grill marks on it. So Heather's going to come in front of the camera and show you the grill marks a little closer.
Nice.
Awesome. Great close-up.
Speaking of these high-volume kitchens that may have limitations this summer, this is a great item for them. So if they don't have a charbroiler in the back, a great item to put out a charbroiled, forward product type thing. So really great, unique item here. Where it really comes in well as a vessel for some unique sandwich items like I'll give it to Heather. We have a veggie burger on the left, so it makes a great open-faced veggie burger sandwich there. And on the right, I do have a pulled pork on there. And same as that, it makes a great open-faced sandwich. Or if you want to make it a big monster, bada boom, you can put a couple big pieces on top and have yourself a big monster pulled pork Parisian garlic toast sandwich right there. So a little unique spin on using, the brioche bun has been done to death, the sesame bun has been done to death. So the unique item there for you for that.
Well, and I just want to say, anybody who has experienced what has been experienced in the industry over the last little while and potential labor shortages, every now and then people step away from the charbroiler and there goes some burnt bread into the garbage.
Exactly.
So those all look exactly the same.
Absolutely. And now you could pull a dishwasher out of the dish room to come and get a hand on the line and put these on a tray and put them in the oven. They're almost foolproof, right? So anybody really can help on the line and get a great product out to the customer in the end. So very consistent. As you see through the case, there are consistent grill marks on every single slices too. So it's not missed on any slices.
Love it.
So that's the garlic toast. And then another item I want to show you guys here, which is a very unique item here to Ferlani, is our garlic knot. So Heather's going to come close to the screen with the garlic knot. Now this item just needs to be warmed slightly in an oven, toast in the oven, even be microwaved if needed. 72 of these in the case, and they are IQF, so you can just pull out as you need. It's a small, user-friendly case size. Now they work great as a dinner roll. They will work great as an addition to a nice gourmet dinner roll basket, or any chef that wants to maybe serve a different roll throughout the week on a Sunday night or any special event coming up where you want a bit of a different dinner roll. It's a great option for that. It also, I'm going to plate one up. but it also makes a great slider bun option. So if you give me 1 second, I'm going to plate up a slider.
Really loving that background music going on there. I don't know who's.
Too loud, Kev?
Oh, I don't say it's too loud. You can maybe take it down a notch, but I'm kind of enjoying it.
Kepi inspired me for speed.
I'm dying here. I'm just so.
I'll show you guys an example of a slider with the pulled pork on the garlic nut. Now, that's just one little example, but chicken parmesan on there, mini burgers, an Italian style meatball sandwich on there, maybe 3 of them on a plate makes a really nice appetizer or a shared platter. So you can really get unique with the garlic knot item. And the one thing we're missing, what you're not getting on there, is the smell of garlic. So when these things go into the oven, the smell of garlic is going to go right through your kitchen and through your restaurant. So if we had smell-o-vision, that would come through right now.
Great job, team.
Love it. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Whites, you're up.
I'll sort of let you know how we accompany the protein companies and a lot of the barbecue companies.
Just like creative ideas for them to think about too. It's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So, Dijon mustard, banana peppers, sweet relish, sauerkraut,
with his sandwich, and I'll have a Caesar salad, please.
jalapenos,
Like, shit, you're going. That's smoothie for brunch.
Dijon. And there you see how we used it.
Wow.
Awesome.
You want to talk about back size?
Yeah, our pickles come in, a lot of them come in 10-liter and 19-liter pails, 2x4-liter jars, 6x750, and they're all available through Sysco. So we're really proud of this. And guys, we support you guys, all you meat companies and so on. So come on over. There's lots of food here.
Sounds great, team. Great job. All right, Jeanette, take us home.
Taking you home with a panzanella salad. It's if you've never made one, essentially you're looking at a bread bowl type salad. So as you can see, I got a ton of ingredients in front of me. I spent some time prepping this one. But of course, since I'm here from Weston, I'll let you know what product we're using from Weston. So this is a Baker Source 3x7 ciabatta. Tried, tested, true, beloved ciabatta. A lot of restaurants have them for sandwiches. We're going to take it, we're going to elevate it a little, and we're going to make a salad with it. These become some wonderful warm grilled croutons. So I've done a few in advance, but simply taking this, again, getting into some of that garlic butter, spreading it on a little, a lot, again, your preference, right? Throw those on the grill. I've heated in advance here, so I've got some lovely pre-grilled ones ready to go. These are great as even a warm add to your sandwich. It doesn't need to be cooled down. So a simple little, get rid of that guy. Slice it up into those kind of larger, bite-sized chunks. I don't want to call them croutons because they're just so much even more than croutons. Slice this guy up, and you're going to add that in with all of your other ingredients. So I have tossed some here in my bowl already. We're going to add in some heirloom tomatoes or some multicolored tomatoes. It's summer, so we got to go with some peaches that are just done up in some wedges. We're going to add in some shallots for some flavor. We are going to add in some red onion as well, just to give it a little extra zing. My gosh, the smell's in here already. I have pre-grilled some halloumi as well. So taking some halloumi, a little vegetable oil, diced it up. As well, so we've got some grilled halloumi warm to add to this salad. So we're gonna toss that in. Finish it with some, if I got you again in the background there, you're awful quiet again.
It's amazing. Like the panzanella is probably one of my favorite summer salads. It's my favorite way to eat tomatoes.
Well, that's just it, right? It's there, and then but this is where you can, get creative. We've got a little bit of basil, what you call it, what you want to call it. We have arguments here in the background. A little mint added to it as well. I'm gonna toss a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette in with this as well. Pre-made this one in advance because we just don't have that long on the show. Just kind of toss that together. And so I always like to plate this up and then just finish it with a little bit more of that beautiful grilled ciabatta.
I love that. So you get some like saturated pieces and some really, really crunchy pieces on the end as well.
Absolutely. You totally took the words out of my mouth. That's it. You get some saturated pieces in the bite. So you get those different flavors kind of melding together. So get rid of that. There's our extra grilled pieces just for the tops. You have a bit more of a crunch in some of those. And then what would it be without a little bit of just kind of torn prosciutto on top.
You're adding halloumi, prosciutto. My goodness, next level panzanella.
But that's just it. This is such a creative summer idea. You can get all those favorite flavors in there, and it's not difficult. And throw those few things on the grill, toss it together when you're at the table, and you've got this amazing panzanella salad.
Amazing. That looks incredible.
Smell. It's again that smell-o-vision, right? It smells so good. This one's going to be lunch when we're done.
Smells like summer, right?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
I know we're not quite there yet, but I just keep thinking family style dining. Like I just love the share, and Alicia said it earlier. Like it's the sharing. It's doing this together, right?
Well, this one, like I said, even if whether this one's in the restaurant on the patio right now and, could be single serve, but I mean, it looks amazing like this as that massive plate that everybody just grabs what they want from it.
Amazing.
Amazing
nice
stuff.
Remove the prosciutto, a nice vegetarian salad as well.
Absolutely.
Well, Jay, we'll bring them all back in, and we just want to thank you all. Great job, Alicia. What do you got to say?
I'm hungry. I'm angry because I'm hungry. Thank you very much. I have myself learned so many tips and tricks that I'm excited to bring to many different restaurants, as well as my own backyard barbecue.
Thank you, everybody, for again being here today, getting out of your comfort zones. I can't remember a time in our, if we can think back a couple years that you'd be in your backyards and that you'd be or wherever it is that you are today. So thanks for doing that, because that is the patio is where it's all going to start, where it's going to be this summer. Mm-hmm. And so thanks for kind of meeting our customers where they are and where they're going to be. And for given that inspiration that we all need coming out of this.
Happy to be here. Thanks so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll be back with our next group after a commercial, I believe.
Not knowing when your Sysco order is going to arrive makes you feel not great. That's why we created Sysco Delivery. The Sysco Delivery app lets you know where your truck is located, when it's going to arrive, what items will be arriving, and what's happening throughout the day at all of your locations. No need to look at your phone repeatedly throughout the day. Enable notifications so that you are notified whenever there's a change in delivery, estimated time of arrival, or delay. Download today to get a real-time view and updates about your Sysco delivery.
I'm on mute here. Sorry about that, team. We got our next group coming in here.
Yeah. Yeah, we put that in the middle here. So for the intro, maybe.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Can you all hear us okay? Maybe just give us a wave. I think we've got you on mute right now, but
Awesome.
Brenda, give us a wave.
There we go. A little delayed, but we got a wave, I think.
Okay, well, we're gonna do the let them do their introductions. Let's start with Chef Mark from Holy Mill.
I got a full grill here coming on today. We're lucky enough here that the restaurants are starting to reopen in Quebec. So you know, let's get grilling and get some great ideas for you today.
Oh, can't wait. All right, up next, Team Cardinal.
Up here with me, and nothing screams more barbecue than burgers and ribs. Maybe a beverage to go with it, but burgers and ribs, absolutely barbecue. Chef Caleb here is going to be cooking, preparing some burgers. We're using starting with a great product, the Sysco Farms Imperial Pure Beef Patty, NPF, and we're also going to be using our Safe Speed Sealed Environment cooked back ribs. So we'll get more to it, and we're looking forward to see what Chef Caleb is preparing today.
Can't wait to virtually try those. Lasan, Brenda, are you ready?
I am trying.
We can hear you now.
Just give me a quick. You've got me covered.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll move on to Dessert Holdings, and we know you'll be ready when the time comes. Hey, you seem familiar.
Hey, surprise! There's an add-on. Yes, I brought it this time. It's all good.
Awesome.
This is Cynthia. Here from Dessert Holdings, and today we are going to play with some pineapple sticky toffee pudding, and we're going to smoke some brownies.
Yep. Yum.
Oh yeah.
Yum.
Okay, and now we have to wait. Great, thanks for saying that.
Yep.
That's okay.
Last.
That's okay, Chef Mark. We know you're going to come through.
All right, I will.
What are we doing first?
Well, first we're doing. We talked about values and what you the price of ground beef. So what you do with ground beef, you can do with ground pork. So at Olimel, we have this product here that comes in this tube, frozen, of course. So the great product. What I like about it as well is that just put that away. What I like about it as well is that it's juicier, I find, and you don't get that dryness that you get sometimes from beef, which I love beef, don't get me wrong, but I work for a pork company, so what I really like about like I said, the ground pork is the juiciness that you get from the burger. So I'm cooking up a couple of burgers here. First one, it's a double bacon one. So what I've done some bacon bits that I had to the raw ground pork, and as well I got some caramelized onion. So I get this all mixed with the ground pork, some salt and pepper, and that's it. The caramelized onion, I caramelized them in a barbecue sauce. And the second one I'll be doing is a Asian version of it. So the same ground pork, but inside of it some onions once again, but no barbecue sauce, of course. And I got some fresh ginger and garlic in there as well. So I just gonna get going here. I got my buns already done. Right, so I'll start with the first one right here in the grill. So this is what I like to do as well. If I put bacon bits into a burger, it's fully cook the bacon bits, because you don't want to see get that the bacon in there, the raw bacon in the burger. So like I said, I got my ground pork already done. I got bacon, of course. What's a burger without bacon?
So, Chef, that's a triple pork burger right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I always call it little piggy burger,
Love it.
All right, so like I said, I got the bacon inside of there. I got the caramelized onion with the barbecue sauce. I put some barbecue sauce on with the burger as well. And one little trick, when you barbecue any meat or any ribs, you start with a dry rub and you finish with the sauce. That way, you get that nice char mark, and then you caramelize the sauce. If you put the sauce when you start it, it's just going to boil your meat. So what I've done, like let's say I grill, then came with the sauce at the end. As well here, I've got maybe just a little bit of mayo on there, some lettuce, some tomato, And what I like to do as well sometimes, just to give it a twist, I like to put some blue cheese on my burger. So I got the blue cheese crumbs here. And there you go. That's a burger to call home for. Second one, like I said, the Asian one. So I'll go with the spicy mayo again. I got some spicy Havarti cheese. And as you can see, I got the burger. I put a little bit of sesame seed on top of it. And this one has a Korean barbecue sauce on it. So once again, started with a dry rub, finished with the barbecue sauce at the end. And I got some Asian coleslaw. What's Asian without fresh cilantro? Some people like it, some people don't. I love it. Cilantro on there. And finish again with the bun. Go get rid of that extra cheese here. Oops. There you go. There you go. So we got the 2 pork burgers, the caramelized and double, actually triple pork burger, and the Asian one there.
Nicely done, chef.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love taking something so comforting like a burger and then infusing it with something a little bit trendy like Asian flavors, right? Many people may not be that adventurous, but our guests are definitely willing to try something new. They've been home for a very, very long time. So I love that flavor profile. Thank you, chef.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Like you said, jazz it up a bit. It doesn't need much, just a little bit of more flavor to it. And then you got a totally different burger. You can charge more for it as well. Or, at home, the whole family is going to love it. That's for sure.
Well said, Alicia. All right, Team Cardinal.
All right. So, Chef Caleb is going to start preparing the burger. Let me get this close to the camera here because I talk about NTF and I assume everybody knows what I'm talking about. But it's natural texture forming. So this is a technology owned by Cardinal. And basically what it does, it's taking the burger world by storm. We're super excited with the results of the sales on this product. It just cooks a lot faster in the grill. It's got a nice granular bite to it. A lot more moisture because you're not leaving it long in the grill. So again, you can do anything you want to do with a burger to dress it up, but it needs to start with a perfect portion, perfect product, and highly recommended. People should be proud of adding a burger like this to their menu. It's all Canadian beef. It's pure beef, so gluten-free, allergen-free. And Chef Caleb is going to take it away and prepare it. And what do you got going on there, Chef?
I got 3 really, really cool burgers. First one, we're going to go for a chicken and waffle burger. So I have my waffle buns. Toasted these off earlier. I have my NTF Cardinal burger. We also have our NTF Cardinal chicken that we fried up. This was a panko crust, and then we have a sweet chili heat Dorito crust, which is definitely my choice. I'm gonna add a pickle here. I'm gonna add a slice of cheese. We have our chicken. We have another waffle bun. And then you gotta finish it off with some syrup.
Sweet, salty heaven right there.
This is perfect for a brunch patio. I know so many people are gonna take advantage of the sun and get out there. Why not have something like this? Look at that.
Well, I think I'm gonna take a bite of this.
Yeah.
Take a bite for us.
That'll win some Instagram followers there for sure.
Don't tempt me, because I will. Maybe behind the scenes.
Gosh.
Okay, the next one. We have a fresh Kaiser roll. We have, again, our beautiful NTF products. Cooks really quick. The best part about pairing this burger with the grill is that it cooks so quick that you get the crunchy outside and it's still moist on the inside. Yeah, really, really, really fast on the grill. Starting off with some cheese. I like a bunch of onion on my burger. So I have all this onion. And then this one is going to go with, we actually have some of our ribs that we pulled off the bone. We're gonna touch on the ribs later on, but right now we have the ribs going onto the burger.
Meat on meat.
Meat on meat seems to be the trend of this cast. I'm gonna have another pickle. I'm gonna have a tomato on here, and then I have some of our barbecue sauce, some of our Cardinal barbecue sauce here. Just gonna brush it onto the other side of the bun. Oh, I need way more than that.
I think I'm getting rusty later when I'm eating that.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting.
I don't think any of these are clean burgers to eat. Look at
Jay,
this one now.
Jay mentioned our Katie Povri at corporate's a big fan of the chicken sandwich, and if you haven't been paying attention, the chicken sandwich wars are just heating up, and they're gonna take off again, I think.
So here's the meat on meat burger with some Cardinal safe sous vide ribs. As Chef mentioned, he pulled the meat right out of the rib and made a beautiful sandwich here. Now I don't know which one I want, this one or the first one.
That one would be a challenge to take a bite out of too. I don't even know. So now we have we have the Kaiser bun. This is just a fully loaded burger that we're going for this time. I have another NCF burger. We have our cheese. We have a bunch of bacon. Not going to skimp on the bacon this time. I have these hash browns. I know it sounds crazy, but hash browns on a burger is one of my favorite condiments, toppings, I guess you can call it. Gonna get some more pickles on here, and then I have this shredded lettuce. Oh, this is even gonna stay on top. This one's even more ridiculous height-wise than the last.
I'll send that over to you, Kevin.
Yeah, just wrap it up in a pure litter bag or something.
What do you think? You get your mouth around that?
Yes, I could, unfortunately.
Holy.
Embarrassed to admit.
That's one of those burgers you need to like roll up your sleeves to like really get in there, right?
We call them 90 degree. We call them 90-degree
Do you
burgers.
stand at a 90 degree? Yeah. Make sure you don't get anything on your shirt.
That one for sure.
And the hash brown on there, just like that added little crunch. I'm so into that. That's amazing. Great burgers.
Great start, team. Brenda, are you? Can you hear us?
Hi, Brenda.
Hi. Looks like she's having some technical difficulties. Okay, we are going to move on to dessert holdings, but we will try to come back to Brenda. Hey, there they are.
Hey!
Oh.
We had too much sugar already.
You did that perfectly in unison, like you rehearsed it. So that's amazing.
I didn't. That's the best part. We spend a little too much time together, apparently. Yeah. So we started to warm up our sticky toffee pudding right in the pan we're going to serve it in. So in a cast iron skillet. So a nice sticky toffee cake that's layered with some whipped cream on top and a nice caramel sauce that just melts and becomes your sauce for the plate. So we're grilling. So we thought we'd grill some pineapple.
Absolutely. So we've taken some time. Luckily, we were done, even though Brenda wasn't quite ready there. So we've got a couple slices of beautiful pineapple. So we just took that, sliced it up in some nice thick slices to grill right up on the grill. So if you want to add that first layer there, Cinta.
So we're going to be stacking. Ooh, here we go.
Perfect. And I'm just going to sneak in here because what would it be if we didn't make it
double stacked?
Right? Double stacked. Share or don't share, entirely up to you.
To secure that, we can you can always put in a skewer before that goes
There
over.
we go.
So that'll help secure it.
I just want to take an opportunity, and Alicia, and I hope she'll join me for this intervention for all of those that don't think much of grilled pineapple. Please, we are begging you. Grilled pineapple. Seriously, it is
that
amazing.
caramelization that it gets on the grill. Oh my goodness. I 100% agree.
We'll just finish it off with another slice of grilled pineapple to add that. So you can also dip your pineapple in some cinnamon if you like, for spice, or something spicy too, like some spicy chili sauce as well to give it a bit of a kick. So you get a bit of that spice, warm. And there you go. Very, quite economical, I would say, as a dessert.
But decadent beyond belief, sweetness. It's almost that deconstructed pineapple upside down cake.
Mm-hmm.
done on the barbecue, easy to execute. It's too bad you guys can't see it all. It's like literally melting underneath from the warmth of the pineapple too. And it just becomes this wonderful, gooey, amazing dessert idea and easy to execute.
Nice fit. Exactly. You got that right on, on an upside down pineapple cake.
Yeah.
without the issue of getting the pineapple off or the cake off the bottom of the pan.
And what a great way to like make it your own, right? Make it your signature at each individual restaurant. Each operator is going to be able to utilize maybe different fruits and kind of up their game on their sticky toffee pudding.
Absolutely. Sticky toffee pudding is such a well-known favorite. It tends to be just that winter. That's all right. When it falls over, it still tastes just as good. It tends to be that favorite winter idea because it gets warmed and it is amazing. It can literally be heated and scooped if you want to. But this takes it into a summer application with those wonderful kind of summer flavors.
Amazing.
Yeah, perfect sharing because I don't think it's good for one person to get through all of that. But yeah.
Oh, trust me.
Okay, it may be a challenge at the restaurant.
I've been cooped up in this little home for far too long.
I hear you, brother.
Awesome. We're going to get ready to smoke the brownies. So that one will come back to you next.
Thanks, team. We're going to give Brenda another try here. Or are we going to... Okay. Do we... Nope. Okay. All right. We're going to back to Chef Mark.
Hey, Kevin, when you talk, I listen. You know? So what I got going here on the grill, you won't believe it. I got some grilled pineapples on the grill here.
Yes.
You know, like I said, when you talk, I listen.
Yes.
So what I'm going to be doing today, you know, it's hard to get a twist out of chicken wings, eh? You know, and chicken wings on a barbecue, people say, oh, no, I'm not going to do it on a barbecue. It's too much work, you know. So what I've done here, I took the Sysco roaster wing, thaw them, you know, to make sure that I be able, and I put them on a skewer, you know, so they'll be much easier. I'll show you one here. I got some going on the grill there, as you can see. I don't know if you can see them.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 on the skewer here. And what I've done, you know, we talked a little bit earlier about grilled pineapples and sweet chili sauce. So what I've done is actually I basted the wings as they were grilling with sweet chili sauce. So I got my platter here. I got my green pineapple. No, they're really easy to do. You can make your grilled pineapples ahead of time, you know. So if you're worrying about service time, you know, I won't have time to grill the pineapples. So 3 grilled pineapples there. And I got my wings already done, of course.
So I love what you said there, and I think it's important to note is that, you know, if you can pre-grill the pineapple, you're not losing that charred goodness that comes from it, right? But you can just warm them up on a right?
Exactly, yeah. So I got, you know, 12 wings here. And maybe some hot peppers on there, some green onions, and there you go. This is 12 wings, you know. We all been to a restaurant where we get 12 wings in a plastic basket, you know, with the wings there certainly don't look like it. So you got the grilled pineapple under there, your sweet chili sauce with the grilled wings, and garnished with some hot peppers and green onions.
Well, and I want to note, you've picked a beautiful vessel in a butcher block or a cutting board, but I also think to myself, those would still travel pretty well in the sense where we still got lots of people doing takeout, right?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Oh yeah. You know, in the takeout container, I mean, you know, the wings are really easy, and wings are good hot. They're good, a little bit warm as well. So yeah, they would travel really good. You're right. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Chef.
Delicious, Chef. Thank you.
All right, Jay, surprise us. Where are we going next, Jay? Okay. I don't see Brenda, so to speak. I'm not sure if that video is live or not. Brenda. Oh,
there she is.
That was magic.
Yeah, she just appeared.
What just happened there?
Oh, I can almost hear her.
We can almost hear you.
Wow, this has just been a bigger challenge than the last time, and I don't have my 20-year-old here to help.
Oh no!
And it's the world these days. No worries. Virtual challenges are totally a thing. So we feel you. We hear you. We are going to move on
to the team. Back to Team Cardinal.
There we go.
All right, we're back here. So the second item we're going to be talking about is our fully cooked, safe sous vide cooked baby back ribs. Who doesn't like a barbecue back rib? And safe sous vide, tons of benefits with this product. You can hold this product in your cooler for over 30 days thawed, so no worry about in terms of prep time or pre-prep time, or if the tour bus stops at the front of the door. If we ever get to that in this world, the tour bus, but you don't have to panic. It's product thawed. Just pull it out of your cooler and get it in your grill and prepare it. It's cooked in its own natural juices. So the rib meat goes in the bag with the seasoning or sauce, whatever you want to do. We cook it in the natural juices. And the biggest one of all is the food safety. This product is 100% full safe. Fully cooked at temperature. We killed every living organism in the product, so you can actually eat the product right out of the bag and not get sick from it. So the other part of this too is that, through my travels and seeing customers, usually when I look at a menu and I don't see ribs, I typically like to ask why not ribs in the menu, especially if it's a menu, sort of a barbecue place or with a patio. And the most common answer I get is it's difficult with ribs, especially in the world we live in today with COVID. It's difficult because typically most people either boil the ribs ahead of time, wrap them, put them in the fridge, and then finish them off. And what happens there? It's just going to dry over time. It's just naturally the juices are going to run off before they package it, and then when they're reheating, it's going to dry. With our product, all the juice is in there. All the liquid gold is in there. And it's very easy. Anybody can do this. Anybody can add this product to your menu. It doesn't matter if it's the line cook, the chef, the waiter. Anybody can prepare this product. Very easy to do. And Chef Caleb today is going to prepare a couple dishes with the ribs. And I'm sure he took many hours in preparing these ribs. Right?
I mean, just in the course of my life, I have spent way too many hours cooking ribs from raw. I think that we should just all stop that now. We should just let Cardinal cook ribs for us. These products are so easy to use. And in today's kitchens, we have labor shortages, which is just a big problem seen all around the industry. This helps tremendously. If you want to have ribs on the menu, these literally, once they're thawed out, you can cut them out of the bag, and I can use them 3 different ways. We're going to show you 3 different ways. We showed you the burger already, but I'll show you how you can use them as an appetizer on your menu, as the center of plate. They're so easy to use. I started making them during our casting here. So I still need another minute or 2, but it's honestly been 5 minutes since I've cut them out of the bag.
I also want to add one thing for those in the call that are saying, wow, it's a sous vide rib. I like my ribs smoked. I want to tell you, and again, I don't know if you guys have done this in your kitchen, but I've watched it in our kitchen in the prairies here. I've watched them take a fully cooked rack of Cardinal ribs, put them in a smoker, lay smoke on them for half an hour, and still get that beautiful smoky finish if that's important to you or important to your brand.
Absolutely. It's a great point. And in fact, we actually can add that ourselves to the product. If we can actually make that part of the blend of the ribs of a smoke flavor in there, so it actually feels like it came from a smoker. So that's feasible for mine.
Yeah, and I mean, but yeah, like you said, the best part about this product is it's the base level rib, right? We've given you a fully tender, fully cooked, safe rib for you to use in the back of the house. And now it only takes one guy to master or to be at the smoke pit, but he can also be working the pans and he can be prepping for the next day. We've given that opportunity to the restaurant industry.
That's awesome. I'm gonna
consistency, right? If anybody's doing it, like we all know, right? Why do you go back to your favorite restaurant? Because you like what you ate there. We don't change the way we cook these, so they're always going to be the same tenderness. They're always going to have the same bite, the same flavor. It's going to be consistent, and even if you have more than one location, it'll be consistent around all locations. It's interesting. A few years back, there was a barbecue rib fest, and it was Ontario. I'm not going to say who, but they were actually using the Cardinal ribs, and I know they scored very well on it, but they weren't taking as long as everybody else. The guy was sitting down in his chair waiting for the event to start, so he could just throw the ribs in the barbecue and base the sauce on it. He still made his own signature sauce and added to it, but it became his sort of rib. He just started with a perfect protein item to begin with.
More time to kick back on the deck.
That's right.
I am totally that guest. I have not been able to master cooking ribs at home at all. So when I am going out to eat, I am definitely gravitating towards items that I'm not good at. So ribs are definitely one of my go-tos at the restaurant.
Well, if you haven't tried a cardinal rib, it's got to be next.
I definitely have. Far too many I've tried. Tried.
You and me both.
So, team, are you? Can you handle us? You got your smoked
ready?
brownies? Are you ready? Okay.
If not, we're gonna fake it either way. So you're good. Carry on.
Take it away.
Okay, so we've got our salted caramel pretzel brownie, latest and greatest from Dessert Holdings. So a nice little toffee crust, pretzel crust that kind of crusts up like toffee. And we're gonna throw that. I just throw that on the grill just to warm it up. So it's great warm or cold, depending on how you like it.
And this has been on the grill for a few minutes, so it holds up really, really well. So I can come in a little closer and see, like you say, it's holding up really, really well to that grill, and it's going to be nice and just warm on the inside as we get to it.
So continuing with the fruit theme, we basically have some peaches through the magic of television.
Magic of the SVK show.
Yeah. And then, so what we've done here is we've marinated them. So with some sugar and some ancho chilies.
Really?
And then you can add any liquid that you like. Vanilla or, again, hot sauce.
Something you might throw in a cocktail, but
later.
I'm pretty sure Alicia's salivating over there.
I am. I'm literally thinking in my head watching this. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would totally use that in a milkshake. I would use that as a garnish. Like, my mind is spinning right now, but continue. I'm sorry.
So true. No, at all. So then you're going to get like this little syrup at the bottom of once you're marinating them. So then as you're grilling, you can baste your peaches to get that nice glazed look. And now we're gonna plate. So we thought we'd put in a jumbo charred marshmallow because it's barbecue.
I'm gonna add a second one, because it's me. You want to go ahead?
I'm not handling my fire.
Go ahead and you can throw those peaches on there while I start to kind of char things up a little. No, of course. No, out of fuel. You're gonna have to imagine it.
We can imagine. No worries. We can.
We're up beforehand, but that's all right. We work our way through it. Go ahead, throw those on.
Got to use your imagination, guys. So we're gonna throw like a couple. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And then, if you like, you can put some fresh mint or any fresh herb on there.
I made a mess.
So just that. A little bit of this. And now for the smoking part.
So now we'll see if this one works better than our last attempt here. So we've done.
No way.
Dinner on a show. I'm telling you, people.
Right. So people want to celebrate. So like, why not bring a showstopper to the table? Why just come on? The waiter comes by the dining room with this cloche filled with smoke, not knowing what's in there.
Well, and I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, this is actually happening.
It's actually happening.
And it smells so good.
Oh my gosh.
So I live in a condo, not a like barbecue. So like right now we can have it.
So yeah, there we go. So we're smoking those flavors. Again, your choice of applewood, whatever you want to use, right? And whether that's going to wander through the restaurant like that or across the patio, or just if you're building all this at home, great, amazing flavors. You get to do the reveal though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Come on. Okay, so I want to say something that, and I learned this trick back in my restaurant serving days, is that every now and then somebody's just got to walk through the restaurant with the dessert tray. Forget about the fact that that you are about to or having a hard time selling desserts. If you walk this through the restaurant or through the patio and you make that happen, everybody is going to say, I need one of those. Don't wait to ask them, show them.
You eat with your eyes 100,000,000%, and like, look at how gorgeous and decadent that looks. Like,
gosh,
amazing.
Yeah. You can drizzle more caramel on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure it needs it, but hey, why?
Indulgence.
Yeah, that's just it, right? So you make sure if that's going to tour the restaurant or tour the patio, it takes the long way around.
Oh,
Fruit too, guys.
dynamic duo. You've become my new favorite superheroes. All right, Team Cardinal. Are those ribs ready that you've been working on all day?
Oh. Yeah, we have the ribs ready. So right now I have the 3 types of ribs we showed you, or 3 uses of the ribs. We showed you the rib burger earlier, so I have that one. And then I have an appetizer rib. So for this one, what we did is we actually fried it in a fryer, but all I need to do that, or in order to do that, is I cut them open from the bag. They were thawed out. I put them, rolled them in flour a little bit of an egg wash, and then I rolled them in chili pistachios. So this just has like a chili pistachio crust to it, and that can be served as an appetizer on the patio. But it all in took me 5 minutes maybe. The hardest part was getting that bag open and not getting sauce all over my jacket. But once I got past that, it was really, I cut it open, I sliced them into single riblets, and then I rolled one of them in flour. Then I put it in the egg wash, and then I put it in the pistachio crust and right into the fryer. Since they're already cooked, they were in the fryer for maybe a minute and a half. I'm just getting color on them. Yeah, it's a great use for the products. I think that it's definitely a showstopper. I also have our panko crusted, our chicken fried ribs right here too. Same idea. Cut them right out of the bag. They're already fully cooked. So I just had to slice them into individual ribs, roll them in flour, egg wash, and then in panko. Fry them for not even a minute. I'm just trying to get color on them, really. And the great part about this, since they're already fully cooked, that whole battering station, I can use in the back of house. I can even store it if I need to because it's totally safe. It's a fully cooked product. It's no raw products that's touching any of that batter. So I have these as our appetizers. George is eyeing them down right now.
Yeah.
Trying to pick out what he's going to go after. And then we have our fully cooked and then barbecued rack of ribs. So the great thing about our product is that you can use any application that you want. If you want to take it out of that bag and then glaze it with whatever in-house sauce you have, then that's perfect. You can do that. But also, I kind of love them with just the dry rib rub spice. So this is salt, pepper, and it tastes so good. I think that for me, I like the texture and the crisp to the rib.
That's a great point because it's sometimes you hear chefs saying, you know what, I like to do mine from scratch. I like to do my own sort of recipe. You're not going to open the bag and dump these on the plate and serve them to your customers. You're still going to have to prepare them, cut them, dice them, put some sauce on them, whatever, or deep fry them, as Chef Caleb did there. So you're still adding your touches. You're just bringing in a product, a consistent, safe ingredient into your kitchen. If you look at it that way, it's a little bit easier to get by those objections of, I like to make mine from scratch. If Chef Caleb, if I didn't know anything about safe sous vide ribs, and he was explaining to me what he did, I'd be like, man, this guy was probably up for 3-4 hours preparing this product. And he didn't. He said 5 minutes.
All 3 of these products were made while we were waiting in the green room, and then the ribs on the actual barbecue took a little bit longer just because I got them on later. But
so back to my earlier point, anybody can have at least in their menu without adding, if labor is an issue. As I mentioned before, the line cook or the dishwasher, they're all important people, or the waiter can actually finish these ribs. The chef needs to go on vacation. He doesn't have to panic. They don't take vacations, do chefs?
No.
I don't think they get vacations.
They don't.
Yeah, but if they have to go away, you don't have to panic. You have a product. You have to do, keep it in your fridge, thawed. You got 30 days to use it. Can't use it in 30 days, then maybe it's time to rethink the menu. But it's easy. Just pull it out of your fridge, throw it on the grill, place some sauce on it or some seasonings or whatever you want to do with it. Finish the plate and serve it. And then where do you go? Like that tour bus I was saying. Tour bus comes, you don't have to panic. You got product ready to go.
I love it, George and Chef Caleb. Thank you. George, please, can you do me a favor? I'm totally going to live vicariously through you. I need to see how you're going to attack that big burger.
Oh, I will. I will. Trust. I've been looking at the three of them. I'm like, I think that one looks good. So before the show's done, I will get into that.
I love it. Can't wait. Can't wait. Kev, where are we heading next?
Well, let's bring all the back in. Hey, thank you all. Thank you for getting uncomfortable. Thank you for bearing with us through some technical difficulties. Who would have thought? What did we have? Skewered chicken wings. Wow, smoked brownie.
Toffee pineapple upside down gorgeousness.
Yeah, panko fried ribs. Like you guys really pulled out all the stops. We appreciated it. Thank you for supporting us and giving these amazing ideas for our customers. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you all soon. Oh, George. Thanks, team.
There we go. That's how you do it.
There we go.
Yes. I love it.
All right,
Thank
gang.
you.
We're heading to a commercial, and then we're gonna have our last group in.
Amazing. See you soon.
See you soon.
Thank you. Hey, it's Naeem here from La Burger Week. I'm super excited to announce that Sysco is going to be a partner of La Burger Week this year. Across the country, coast to coast, burgers, delicious burgers for everyone. If you're interested in joining La Burger Week, visit us at laburgerweek.com for all the information. We can't wait for the deliciousness.
And we're back.
That was kind of exciting. And look at this dynamic group we've got going here.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Hey. All right, well, introduce yourselves, then we'll get to the food. What's going on with the audio there? Oh, there we go. All right, Lynch, chef, you're up first.
How's it going, everybody? Steve McGoy from Lynch Foods here, from the very sunny suburbs of Greenwood, Ontario, in my backyard fire pit. Excited to be here. We're going to showcase some really, really cool stuff over live fire. Not everything's propane or gas these days. Live fire still kicks ass. So I'm going to show you some fun stuff, and we'll get to it in a few minutes.
Awesome.
So exciting.
Lester's, what do you got for us today?
Richard White here from Lester's. You know, I've been up since, well, I don't even want to tell you what time I've been up since, because I've been smoking this brisket for 8 hours. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to pull it off. I've had like 9 cups of coffee. I think I got it done. I'm going to do that. And then I have a really great hamburger that I'm going to show you today. We took some chorizo sausage and some Montreal smoked meat. Anyways, we'll talk about that in a minute, but it's killer.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Exceldor? Oh.
Hi guys, sorry, we're just working through our glitches on our end here. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm not outside today, unfortunately. Just too much of a conversion to move all the equipment outside. But I am in my beautiful kitchen here in Richmond Hill, Ontario, and I'm excited to show you some really fun stuff from Exceldor or Butterball using turkey and barbecuing up a storm.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
And last but not least for the introductions, Export Packers, what do you got for us?
Hi, Ramel Priarte here from Export Packers. We're here in my beautiful sunny backyard in Niagara-on-the-Lake. And we're going to do up some really great salmon ideas for you. One is Norwegian salmon and the other one with our Chilean salmon. Stay tuned.
Sounds great. Looks delicious. All right, chef, get us going with some live fire.
First thing I'm going to talk about is what you can see here. I've got some beautiful chickens on the rotisserie. They've been going for about an hour or so, looking gorgeous right now, starting to caramelize nicely. And the reason they're caramelizing nicely is I started by coating these chickens with nice Nashville hot chicken spice. So giving that skin a nice little seasoning with some Nashville hot spice. And then what I'm doing now is I've been basting it in a combination of Lynch's old style honey garlic sauce, which you see here, which on its own is fantastic. But when you cut it with a little bit of melted butter, it just thins it out a little bit and creates a beautiful glaze for these chickens. So I did that ahead of time. And as you can see, I've just got my basting brush, and basting on a rotisserie is super easy because it kind of does the work for you as it spins around. But you can start to see how it just glistens beautifully. The natural honey from the honey garlic sauce, all the sugars in there will start to caramelize over the chicken skin. And the end result is you end up with a sort of a sweet heat chicken because you get the spice from the Nashville spice rub, and then you get the sweetness from this honey garlic. And just before I plate it, I am going to finish it off with a drizzle of actual honeys to kind of kick it up a notch a little bit more. So that's the first thing I've been working on. After that, I'm going to be showcasing some beautiful pork ribs utilizing a caramel sauce that I cut with pineapple juice, which sounds kind of weird, but it's absolutely amazing when you eat it. And I'm also going to showcase my take on some burnt ends. So burnt ends, as most people know, are sort of done in smokehouses. They take the ends of the brisket. They're nice and juicy, but they have sort of that charred burntness to them. I'm going to show a different way of doing them, in this case over the fire, but of course you could utilize it over regular barbecue as well. So I'm going to get that stuff going and continue to baste my chickens and come back and I'll have some other stuff going for you.
Amazing. Thank you, Chef. And open fire cooking is so hot right now. Like, it seems everywhere I look, there's a feature on open fire cooking. And kudos to all of our chefs that can rock an open fire grill out, because to control the temperatures and everything, like, it is amazing. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
No gas knob for heat here, so you got to work it. So it's fun.
All right, Richard. Are you awake there? I know you've got up really early.
I am wide awake. So I'll tell you what I did. I wanted to make pastrami, right? So pastrami, for those of you who don't know, you take a cured, in this case, brisket. Some people would use a navel south of the border, but up here in Canada, we use a brisket. So a nice cured Lester's brisket. We sell these by the pail in the brine, ready to go. And then what I did is I just gave it a quick rinse to get some of that salt off there. I don't want it too salty. Let it rest. And then I took the Lester's Montreal steak spice. This is the original stuff, by the way. Like, that stuff you're buying in the store is not the OG if it doesn't say Lester's on it. I took this, I put it in a blender with some brown sugar, and that created a really great rub. I did add some paprika. Don't tell the boss. And I put it on a nice rub, and then I smoked it here this morning for 8 hours. As you can see, lots of fun smoke going on there. I got my burgers on there for a minute later. So we've got that done today. And then I'm going to slice this up when we go off camera, and I'm going to put it on a really big, because, you know, people want to come back to the restaurants. They want a really big bun. And at Lester's, we like big buns. We cannot lie. And so I'll have this sliced up for you. Put some coleslaw on it, some barbecue sauce. It'll be great. And then we'll talk burgers after that.
Amazing.
I need a coffee.
Amazing. Again, brisket is one of those things that I cannot make at home at all. So if I'm going to a restaurant and I see it on a menu, I'm definitely gravitating towards that right away.
You know, brisket's not hard to make. It's just time. And I'll tell you, for the operator, using the Lester's brined briskets gives you a level of yield and consistency in the flavor profile that you can't get from working from just a regular raw product you bought at the butcher shop. So this really does put operators well ahead of yield and well ahead of consistency. So makes it really easy for everyone. All these burgers are looking good.
Yeah. All right, Jordana, you're up.
Hey. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that you're not hearing my every breath and every bit of breathing. Sometimes the mic's a little too close to my mouth.
Definitely
so I
a little better. Yeah,
it's
that's
better.
better.
Yeah. Perfect. Awesome. So sorry about that initial screaming in your ear. I will try not to do that again. So today, again, as I said, we are talking Exceldor, and Exceldor in this case really is all about Butterball, the Butterball brand. And Butterball, as we all know, is synonymous with turkey, and it's synonymous with good quality. So when we talk turkey, we don't always necessarily think barbecue, but I want to show you three different amazing products today from Butterball. So the first one is the Butterball turkey burger. So for essence of time, I've gone ahead and I have grilled this up. Now, this is a cook from frozen product. So you just take it out of the freezer, put it right on your grill. It's really nice and moist and juicy. Doesn't have anything funky in there. You're just going to get a really good turkey taste. And I wanted to kind of soup it up and bump it up a little bit. So what I did is I made some stuffed jalapenos with a turkey bacon rasher. So what that is some fresh jalapenos. I tried to get the smallest
Jordana,
one.
the mic got really close there again on you.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to let you know.
No, thanks, Kev. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what? It kind of moves around on me. It's the Madonna mic, so hopefully that's a little better. I'm gonna try to
hear you.
I'm gonna try to stay as still as possible. No dancing. So I tried to find the smallest little jalapenos in the grocery store that I could, and then I just took the seeds and the ribs out. I made up a cream cheese filling, and I think the theme of the day seems to be pineapple. I guess I got the memo. So crushed pineapple with cream cheese and a little bit of ancho pepper seasoning. And that was just squeezed right into my jalapeno peppers. Then again, I wrapped them in it with the turkey bacon rasher, which I have here just to show you what it looks like plain. And it is a fully cooked product, full muscle, applewood smoked bacon, so you're getting a really delicious flavor, but it's still healthy. It's still a healthier alternative to some of the pork products. So I've gone ahead and I have toasted up a bun on my grill. This is a nice soft potato bun. I put a little bit of roasted garlic butter on it because why not? Deliciousness. And then I'm going to take my burger, just assemble. So I have my burger patty. I have the jalapeno poppers, if you will, an unbreaded popper. And I'm going to go big because we like big here. And I'm going to do 3 of these guys on my burger. And then my traditional burger toppings. I'm going to squish them down a little. They don't want to stay. And then just my traditional burger toppings, some tomato and lettuce. And that is my beautiful burger there. Of course, I don't have a burger pick. So let's use one of these guys. And that is my beautiful turkey burger with my jalapeno stuffed with the turkey bacon rasher.
Delicious.
Great stuff. Thanks, Jordana.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you in a few.
All right. Romel, what do you got for us? Oh, he was on mute. Now he's on mute again. There we go. Romel, are you there?
Oh, Bueller. How are you doing?
Good, you?
Arte here from Export Packers. Today we're going to showcase a nice Norwegian salmon. Now, Norwegian salmon comes also in a 4, a 6, and an 8 ounce. Always remember that salmon is a great piece of protein for you, and it's great because it's healthier, has your omega-3s. This one's also farm raised. And what's nice about this one here is we're going to do it in a plank. So we're taking the plank, we take it and we place it into the water for roughly around 4 hours. And then we're going to take some maple smoke the salmon, not there, but indirect heat. So the heat is coming from one side, smoking the salmon, so that salmon has all that flavor that you want, that flavor of that maple and everything else. So we placed a little bit of maple and teriyaki sauce together and just basted that thing. You marinate for roughly about 24 hours, 4 to 24 hours, depending on how long you have. And what you're going to do is you're going to make what's called a beautiful Norwegian salmon taco. So if you come this way, can you see that? Some great Norwegian salmon there, and a taco, a little bit of coleslaw. You have your avocados, you have your lime, you squirt that little bit of lime on there, you know. You have a great taco, a great idea for summertime, great straight from the barbecue.
Amazing. Salmon's one of those proteins you don't usually see in a taco, so I love that.
It's a great salmon taco. Now, usually you're doing a fried taco. This one is you You don't have to worry all that fat, all the extra fat on there, all the carbohydrates, unsaturated fats on there. You have great salmon, omega-3s, that when you're eating your salmon as well too.
A nice light patio dish. I love that.
Beautiful. Chef,
Exactly.
back to the open fire.
And then
next, what's that?
No, back to the open fire.
All right, I love it. Let's just take a moment to admire these chickens. Like, they just look ridiculous. All golden and sexy. It's looking really, really cool. I'm just going to put the finishing touches on these before I start my next dish. And this is just some honey. So a little bit of honey on the outside of these. It's just going to sort of finish that caramelization, that beautiful, nice skin that we want to have when we're eating it. That just goes over the top. And that's just going to sizzle. I can hear it now.
I can hear it from over here. It sounds amazing.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So while that's going, I want to talk a little bit about my next dish, which I'm going to talk about burnt ends. Now, first of all, I just want to thank very much our friends over at Cardinal, Jamie, and the team over there. Thank you so much. They provided me with some beautiful safe sous vide beef as well as ribs that I'm going to showcase. So thumbs up to our friends over at Cardinal. Really appreciate it. But if you don't, if you're in your operation, you're looking to do something with some end cuts or end bits, maybe you're carving your own steaks in-house, maybe you're trimming off prime rib, maybe you have a steak program that your supplier has, offcuts that you could utilize and buy for very, very reasonable price and utilize them for something like a burnt end or a braised beef or something in an appetizer sort of format. In this case, I just took some beautiful braised beef. I just browned it a little bit more in the oven to kind of give it that burnt end look. And I'm going to place this into a scalding hot cast iron skillet that's over on the grill over there. And to that, I'm going to add a combination of, I'll just come around here so you can see the bottle, of Lynch's gourmet chipotle sauce, as well as cola. So if you cut this with any type of cola, whatever your preference is, it brings a really unique sweetness with that sort of smoky flavor from the chipotle. So I did that ahead of time. I'll show you what it looks like. But first, I'm going to put my braised beef into the cast iron. You'll probably get some audio here because it's pretty hot.
That's it. Right. That's the sizzle.
There it is.
That's the one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that chipotle cola mixture, and that's going to go right in as well. And what ends up happening is, oh yeah, we're home.
I could have a ringtone that sounds like that.
That's got mouth watering all over it. So what that's going to do is, as that reduces, it's going to thicken and caramelize a bit more and just adhere to that beautiful braised beef that's been cooked so nicely. And then you've got this gorgeous sort of burnt end with some stickiness to it. It's absolutely delicious. I can vouch for it. I've done this a couple times, and it's just a home run every time. So beautiful, soft, succulent beef, a gorgeous sort of smoky, sweet glaze stickiness over the outside of that beef. I'm just going to finish it off after, which I'll show you with some little finely cut chilies, some green onion, and out you go. And what a great way to start a meal on a patio or share with your friends with the beverage of choice. But a great way to utilize things that have value. Offcuts have value, and you can bring value back to your restaurant, right? Whether it be a sirloin tip or get something from your steak partners that are cutting steaks for you. Whatever you have leftover beef, there's always a use for it. In this case, a little burnt end, open fire style is kind of fun. So I'll let these ones go. I'm also going to put on my ribs, and I'll talk about that in 1 sec. So over to the next person.
Thanks, Chef.
All right, Richard.
You're welcome.
Hey, that looks good. And typically I would love to partner with Lynch's on these things because we do a lot of things with Montreal smoked meat and their horseradish and their crunchy mustard. We put those things together, and it's a great flavor profile. So I'm enjoying watching what you're doing over there. But let's get back to my brisket. So I've been smoking this really good. I got a really great bark on it. The brown sugar with the Lester's steak spice, I'm telling you, it gives a beautiful sweetness, but a little bit of that garlic in the back to make it nice. So I took the opportunity and I grilled my big bun and got it ready here. What we do is we just build this, the old-fashioned way. Got your tongs, click them, make sure they work, and then just start laying it on nice and thick, because that's the way people want it these days. So just take your sliced up brisket. I use the lean end. There's a little bit of fat on the top there, which is nice, but there is a bit of a fatter bit as a brisket is in the middle for people who like to have it a little fattier. So now what I would do at this point is I like to put the cold with the hot. Again, another shameless plug for Lester's here. I have our vinegar coleslaw. This stuff's killer. A nice helping of the vinegar coleslaw right on top, just like that. And on the bun, just a bit. You don't want to kill it. You came for the meat. You didn't come for the barbecue sauce. Just a nice little spicy barbecue sauce to hit it on the top. Put that down like that. I'd cut it because it's huge. There we go, right through. And then that's what we're talking about right there.
Yes, right up to the screen. That looks amazing.
You know, and I would serve this. I've got them out here. I'm losing a bit of a battle out here. I'm in Wasaga Beach, and we get seagulls, and I got a little plate of chips over here that I'm going to put on here, and they're looking at me over there. You know, one even tried to come over. So I like potato chips as opposed to French fries or corn chips. And then there we go. That's a really great presentation right there. Nice thick beef, nice thick bun, just a little bit of sauce and lots of coleslaw. When people bite into that, they're going to remember you.
Thank you, Lester's.
Yeah. So we're off to somebody else here in a second, but I just want to let you know, we're going to come back. We're going to talk about these hamburgers. They're ready to go. I took Montreal smoked meat. We do it in a pulled form, just like that. And then I put in some chorizo sausage, just raw chorizo sausage, made the patties out of it, threw it on the barbecue here. The leftover smoke flavor from that's just adding to the thing. So I'll build that up when we come back, and we'll show you what a way different type of burger looks like.
And the seagulls on cue.
They're coming for you.
Yeah, they're giving me the furry eye.
Okay, Jordana.
Amazing. I feel like you had the soundtrack of that seagull in the background. Absolutely perfectly timed. So I don't have any seagulls with me. I have what I like to refer to as the staff vultures who come in to eat every day. So today wanted to show you a delicious turkey sausage. It is a full turkey sausage. Let me just show you. I already cooked it up here, so it's ready to go. And all I did is I took it. It's a fully cooked product. I took it. I just scored it really nice and deep so that when I'm topping it, it's going to hold on to all the toppings. And it's nice and juicy, so I'm not going to have to worry about it drying out as it cooks or anything like that. The nice thing about this sausage as well is it's obviously quite a bit leaner than a pork sausage. It's also gluten-free, which is really nice. So I'm not going to make a gluten-free dish today because I love my bread. I'm going to put it right onto a soft potato bun, and I'm going to top it with some kind of Tex-Mex flavors. They go really, really nicely together with the sausage, and the flavors in this smoked sausage can really hold up well to kind of a bolder flavor. So I'm not going to be too shy. I've got some shredded cheese here. Any kind will do. You could use something with a little bit of a kick, or you could I just opted for kind of a plain cheddar blend. And then I have some guacamole. I have some Casa Solana guacamole ready to go, and I'm going to put that over top. And again, making a mess. And again, I'm going to be a little bit generous because this is barbecue. Why not? A little bit of salsa. Again, a nice fresh cut salsa that you can really you can add stuff to, or you can use just right out of the jar. And then I have some corn chips that I already fried up, fresh corn chips. I like a little crunch, so I'm going to add those to the top. Not too much and not too little. One of those Goldilocks and the Three Bears situation here. Just right. And then Seriously, of course. And then I'm going to add a drizzle of a chipotle mayo or a chipotle crema. In this case, it's just a mayo with some chipotle in it. And I'm just going to go over top. That's going to increase the spice. But again, the boldness of this turkey sausage is that you don't have to worry about kind of hiding it. So if you want to just put it with ketchup and mustard, be my guest. It's going to be delicious. Works as a perfect turkey sausage, is on the plain side, or you can dress it up and add a whole bunch of fanciness to it and really use it as the star of the show. So that is my turkey sausage there. Again, butterball sausage. And I just made it a little bit of that Tex-Mex feel. So hopefully that can work in your operations. Really, really easy to do.
I've never seen a more inspired sausage.
Right? Thank you.
Honestly, that looks amazing.
All right, on to Romel.
That beautiful Niagara on the lake. So today I'm going to show you how to make salmon where it's more appealing to a lot of people. Some people feel that salmon is a little bit more of a harsher taste, so you have that really fishy taste to it. So what we do here is we're going to go and place a little bit of honey and Palmery mustard together. I combined the two together and I made a little bit of a glaze on there. Place that glaze right on there. Place a little bit of olive oil, a little drizzle. Always make sure that you salt or season your salmon. Now this here is a Chilean salmon. Now our Chilean salmon is really quite nice because of the fact that no GMO on it, so no genetic hormone inside of it. You have a fish that's actually farmed all year around as well too, and it comes in the 6 and 8 ounce as well too. So this salmon is seasoned. It's nice. So what we want to do is just place a little bit of lime zest on there. And add lime juice on it too. Just get that little bit of freshness on there. Always make sure that you have a fish spatula. Season your grill. Place that down and let it cook. Now, with any type of fish or any type of meat as well too, you should just let it rest, let it cook. It will cook on its own. So what we did here was we already have one that we already grilled, placed, again, basted the honey and mustard glaze on it to get that nice sweetness in there. With that honey and mustard, you're going to get that nice sweetness, that caramelization, and it's going to have less of a fishier taste, more of a fresher, sweeter taste to it. Plus with your lime zest and that lime juice inside there, you're going to have a really nice, great tasting fish without having that very strong fish taste that people find with salmon. Now, what we're going to do too is we're going to go and marry this off with some grilled veg for that will help you kind of feel good. If you go this way and you look, we did some grilled veg, some grilled peppers, some grilled asparagus. We took a little bit of edible flowers as well too, and made that with a little bit of scallions and a little bit of fresh dill, and you have a great summertime, very easy dish that's healthy, that tastes good, and also looks good.
That does look great. I love the little edible flowers on top as well. Nice pop of color.
All right, as I understand, we have a couple little follow-ups to do here.
I know it's a big deal, but it has a nice look to it. Yeah.
All right, Chef Steve, take us home.
About the ribs, which are just looking gorgeous. They're all caramelizing nicely. What I did, and pineapple seems to be the theme, I just took our Lynch's gourmet caramel topping. This traditionally used for desserts, and I just cut this with some pineapple juice, and it just brings a beautiful sweetness of the pineapple and pork and caramel and pork, believe it or not, are just wonderful pairs together. So it works really, really well. Again, using those beautiful pork ribs that were generously supplied by Cardinal, and bring it all home. So here's what it all looks like. We talked about chicken ahead of time. We talked about burnt ends. We talked about ribs, a couple salads. Giddy up. There you go. You got beautiful beef burnt ends on my left. Gorgeous rotisserie chicken at the top. You've got those amazing pork ribs. I've got a couple of salads here. One's just a really nice broccoli salad that I utilize Lynch's coleslaw dressing for. Wonderful dressing there. The bottom one's a little orzo pasta salad. So kettle chips. Sit down at a table, grab your beverage, have some fun, grab a couple plates, and have at her. It's barbecue season, baby. Let's eat.
Yes. All right, Richard. You said you had one more thing you had to show us on the grill. Thanks, Chef.
Pleasure. Time for a shower.
You know, I'm telling you, like, I think I'm just going to go over to Steve's house here and trade him a brisket sandwich. Have lunch with the guy.
If you beat Alicia there.
That's fantastic. All right, so let's wrap this up. So we've got a nice little toasted brioche bun here. And I'm telling you, right here, this is the best part. I literally took raw chorizo sausage, shredded Montreal smoked meat, mixed it together, and made a patty out of it. And I'm telling you, the flavor on this, the color on this, it's going to wow any guest that you've got. So first thing I would do is I would take a really good smear of a mustard with horseradish, because that's a new flavor that everybody needs to try. Get your patty on there. I got a traditional burger set here. Just some lettuce, red onion, tomato. Stick that on there. Hold it all together. And there you go. I'm telling you, you put this out on a patio. You put this out for your guests. Steal some more potato chips there from the seagulls. And that's the money shot right there. Try something different. Your guests are going to love it. Everyone's fighting for their guests to come back. They're looking for unique, new, fun flavors. Give them something they've never had before. That's definitely it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Richard. You hit it nail on the head. Your guests are going to be looking for something innovative that makes you stand out from the rest of the pack. So well done.
Thank you once again, everybody, for getting out of your comfort zones. Chef Steve, thanks for bringing us some live fire. Thanks for the different ideas that you've brought us today. Ramel, thanks for reminding us about salmon. I'm not suggesting that we forgot, but I think it certainly doesn't. I know myself, we're on the prairies, right? It doesn't get the respect sometimes that it deserves on the menu, and it is an important part of our diets. Thanks, Jordana, for your glorious hot. I don't want to call it a hot dog, sausage.
Don't you dare call that a hot dog.
Yeah,
that is not a hot dog.
I know. I don't know what it was miraculous.
Yeah.
And thanks for getting up at or not maybe going to bed last night.
Don't take a nap, Richard. Yeah. Call it for the day. Fight off those seagulls and go take a nap.
And I just want to say to all of our customers and the restaurateurs out there, things are going to happen hot and heavy. So, the things that you saw today, focus on small, focus on cross utilization. Chef Steve, thanks for, again, reminding us that caramel sauce can be used in other parts of our menu. I think if there's one thing that the pandemic's taught us is the importance of inventory, cross utilizing, that we don't necessarily need a large menu, but also remember that as we're seeing in other countries now, everybody's going to want to come out, but then things are going to return, and we have to be ready to be competitive. We have to have some new ideas. We need to make sure we're attracting the best talent, because everybody's going to be doing this at the same time. And so let's work together. I don't want to sound like a broken record. We have the business resources teams across Sysco as a corporation, chefs and specialists, and you've got all these amazing vendors that you've seen today who love collaborating, teaching, and sharing as well. So there is, you might not be feeling it now, and we talk about how it's felt to either be alone or you have a network, a massive network of humans ready to help and support you.
Absolutely. And literally, Jay and Kevin, you guys have done such an amazing job with this. Thank you for inspiring me with some tips and tricks for barbecue. And just to all the operators out there, like, this last year has been so incredibly hard. It's going to get harder before it gets easier. We are in the trenches. We are literally going to have the summer of our lives, but let's try to inject a little bit of fun into that. Our guests, they want to go out. They want to have a good time. And if you're not having a good time, if your staff is not having a good time, your guests are not going to have a good time. And that's just not going to provide returning guests. So let's just get through this and have a blast doing it. And let's support each other, just like Kev said, community over competition every single day.
Oh, I love that, community over competition. Alicia, drop your social. How do they find you?
All right. Well, you guys can catch me later on this fall. I will be bringing some tips and tricks on how to elevate your mocktail program in your restaurants. A lot of operators are actually not super focused on their non-alcoholic offerings, and we know pop's on the decline. So how can we put more money in your pockets? I will be sharing that with the Sysco Virtual Kitchen in the fall. And until then, you can shoot me a follow on TikTok or Instagram, Little Chia Bev Co, and follow my journey.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. It was just really great to have you. And thanks to everybody. Applause to all the chefs.
Thank you.
We appreciate the support more than you know.
Thank you all.
Looking forward to being together again, everybody.
Happy grilling.